Hello, 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 hello. We are wrapping up week 19 with Scrapbusting with Melina and Gail, minus Melina again this week. She is still, her and her family are still out on the road, I believe, um, doing their ministry work. So, just like I did last week, I'm just going to collage this page just so that it is decorated. I remove Gail's stuff out of the way. And for this, I'm just going to just be randomly collaging. Where's my blue book is at the bottom of my pile. And I'm not doing anything super, super fancy here. Just going to be doing a random collage. A Latina style. Doing torn edges rather than cut straight edges. And as Gail does, I'm doing corners first. So I don't know if you noticed when I flipped that page over, the back of it has images on it as well. So kind of gives me some some extra because I can use either side of that same page. Although I just realized that, yep. You see what I did there, though? I put glue on the same side. I put glue on the side that I was wanting to put facing down. I wanted to glue on this side so I could use this side of the page. just tearing edges. Got this nice little pile of shredded stuff going off over here on the side. And again, that's just the only purpose of that is to then have raw edges. And again, this page is super, super fragile. I'm going to use a different glue page. Probably have seen in previous videos that this paper tends to get stuck. It likes to stick to the page that I'm gluing on. Let's see. It looks like I'm going to have to get a glue stick out. Overlap here, here, and here. Okay. Just going to put it here. I'm probably going to have glue in places that I don't need there to be glue, but trying to put glue onto this tissue paper never works out well for me. I just need one piece for right there. Just to give you some a different perspective on collage. Hopefully she's back in the game soon. So week 19. There it is. I'm looking for my pen. We're going to date this over here. Okay. We're going to set this aside to let it dry because some of that glue is still wet. Maybe. I'm going to set that over there. All right, so Gail has inspired me because I have these cards that were in a box of supplies that I bought at the secondhand store. Let's see, they open up. Boom, boom. They're obviously meant to be like invitations. So you put like the invitation or the reserve the day or the reservation card or whatever in here. Folds up, boom, and into the envelope. But I'm going to use it this way. This will open up into writing space. I just got to figure out how to, because these are not my colors. As I, these aren't my colors. As I'm getting ready to work in these colors, I may just go over them with some walnut stain. Go over all the surfaces just to kind of dull them down. Or I may copy dye them. I don't know. I haven't really decided fully what I'm going to do yet. But following the same concept as these, I will be using these. So watch for these to appear in a future video once I bring that out. So what Gail did was she used cardstock, paper, die cut to make a pocket. Pretty fun, but this creates writing space within your pocket. So this is 4 1/4 by 10. In a standard house sheet, you got 5.5 inch wide paper, right? You can pull this signature back out, right? So you don't want your pocket to be, 5.5 inches wide, because then you're going to be right up against the spine, right up against the edge. She wanted a little bit shorter. Gail did hers, I believe, at 4.5. I did mine at 4 1/4 by 10. So that gives you a 5-inch tall pocket on an 8 1/4 inch or 8.5 inch page. So you're going to take your cardstock, fold it in half, lengthwise, I guess is. Squish that down. If you've got a bone folder, great. If not, find what works for you. Just grabbed my purple dauber and I'm just going around the edges with what's left, whatever residual is on the dauber. And you'll see it's making a mess all over my desk. And that is because my edges are roughed up. And I did that on purpose because I wanted it to hold the ink a little bit differently. Wasn't a whole lot of ink left in my dauber, though, unfortunately. Okay, so on the inside of this, if you used a double-sided cardstock and the inside was a neutral color or not patterned or, something that was writable, you wouldn't necessarily have to do this. One of the things that she did was she had one that was beige on the inside, so she installed the paper down here on the bottom and then folded, and then it was a complete flip out. Or you can glue it up here and only fold up on the little tippy. I think because this is already outside my color spectrum, I am going to go ahead and just do it down here on the bottom. I mean, Okay. How you fold that, it's going to be entirely up to you. I chose to kind of go down all the way, up from the bottom and then partial of the way down so it doesn't fold. So you don't have just like a little tiny flap. You're going to glue this whole piece. Now again, if you were going to glue from the top, you would glue there and then glue this one down as well. I'm just going to add glue there. I'm going to grab a different dauber. See if I can get any ink off of this one. But no. Not really. Okay. And she took little butterfly die cuts. You want them to be somewhat stiff. So for this, I just took the same page that it was printed on and glued a piece to itself and then cut it out. And you're going to glue it just like this. So the top wings are above and you want it over from the edge. You can go left or you can go right. It's up to you. Ooh, I just avalanched a whole bunch of stuff. Craft-a-lanch! Okay, so that happens. I pulled this out of its little cubby and everything came with it. I was looking for something to put on there. There's my little ruler. I was wondering where that wandered off to. It got put in the wrong cubby, which is why I couldn't find it. Now again, this is the front of your pocket, so you're going to want to decorate it however you want. This has a lot of inspirational wording on it, so I don't want to cover too much of it. But as you saw, I got into my wax seals. Yes, need to go back up into that little cubby. Sorry, I had to mute that since I was going to be leaning into the microphone, in toward the microphone. Let's clean some of this mess. I knew I had some more neutral papers over there. Just couldn't find it in the stack of stuff. Put my ruler away. Put my glue spatula away. Bring my book back over. Come back to Gail. So remember, this is from last week. We didn't glue this down just in case whatever we were doing this week, this would interfere with. So this can be glued down as a pocket or as a tuck. Remember from last week, we did this as a pocket. But you could glue here and here and turn this into a pocket. You can do it just along the bottom, and then it becomes a tuck, like so. Right? But for the sake of the idea journal, we're going to leave that undone because this is also going in as a pocket, and I don't want to cover it up. So to glue this down and create it as a pocket, you're going to glue the side across the bottom and up the other side. Let that sit for a sec. I came across a new crafting creator today and a new idea that I'm going to try out, and then I'll show you guys. I'm going to try it first. So you end up with a pocket here. the pocket. And then you have this flip up with the pull down. Well, let me get you up on camera. See, I feel like I'm really, like, everything is shifted to my left. I don't know what the deal is. So you got the pocket behind. This flips up. And then you have a writing space. It goes all the way down. Cute little pocket. Thanks, Gail. And thanks for the inspiration for what to do with some of my other supplies. Okay, this is week 19 for Miss Gail. All right. We'll flip up, pull down, pocket. Fun. I'm going to tuck that in just so that that helps hold it in when I'm flipping through the book, since we can't glue it down. But there we go. Short, simple, and sweet. Hopefully Melina will be back next week, and I won't have to do a third collage in a row. But we shall see. I mean, if she's not, she's not. There's not, she's off doing non-YouTubey things. So more power to her and to her family. And, they are doing what they feel they are called to do. So thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell on your way out the door. Thanks again. Bye.